Damn it.
Attention YouTube reviewer, the following video is filmed on a private gun range by a firearms expert. All firearms are handled responsibly and at no point are any bystanders present or ever at risk. The following video also contains no footage of full auto firearms, bump stocks, firearm modifications, or firearm ammunition cells as defined by YouTube's community guidelines. This includes our outro.
Welcome back, guys. I'm here in the backyard next to the garden, and today I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for a couple years now, and that's build a duck blind out of PVC pipe. So the whole idea is I've been wanting for a long time to build an actual duck blind out of PVC pipe. If you've been around the channel long enough, you see what my normal blind is. I just have some burlap, camo burlap, attached to 3 or 4 sticks that I wedge in holes in my boat around it, and I turn my boat into a duck blind. Well, this year, I'm wanting to be able to use another little beach on the island that I hunt at and have a second blind for either me to sit in or for someone else to sit in, so we can hunt the little cove from 2 different angles and increase our kill count. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take PVC pipe, cut into length, put it together. I'm going to take the new camo netting that I got, put it up, zip tie it in such a way to where one piece will be on verticals and another piece is going to be on horizontals, so I can snap it off, roll up the ones that are connected together, and then just snap it together wherever I want. And it's going to be light enough that we'll be able to pick it up and move it around as needed. So that's the plan. Is it gonna work? I don't know. I know the PVC pipe is white, and that is a little bit of a problem. However, I mostly hunt diver ducks like redheads and mergansers, stuff like that. And they're pretty stupid ducks. Like, I've been walking out, throwing out decoys, and had redheads land next to me in the water. They're not very smart. So I don't think the white's gonna be that big of an issue. I can paint them eventually, which would probably be the plan, but I'm not worried about it right now. Right now, I just want to get it put together and mock it up. So basically what I'm gonna do is gonna be a 6-foot blind, big enough for 2 people to sit next to each other. It's probably gonna be 3, maybe 4 feet wide, deep, I'm not sure yet. It's gonna have a 3 or 4 foot wall in the front, however high, probably 3 foot wall in the front. So when you sit, you can be down beneath it. It's gonna go up, and then from over your head, it's gonna be back just a little bit. So you can actually aim straight up from the front of the blind, but then it still has a couple feet of blind behind it that's gonna be covered. So it's probably gonna be 4 feet deep. Plus the other reason I'm building it is so I can have a blind I can roll up and put on the back of the 4-wheeler and drive out to a spot, set up real fast, and back the 4-wheeler into the back of the blind and kind of hide the 4-wheeler as well. So that's kind of the thought process. So I'm gonna start measuring stuff out and get to chopping. All right, so the first thing I need are the 6-footers. So I need 4 of those, to be honest. So the reason why I'm using these right here is because it has one down. So when you got this on the corner, it makes a corner, up, and then down. The reason I'm doing a down one is because if I'm going to be setting up in water, I want to be able to put a piece of pipe inside of it to raise up the blind a little bit. So let's pop you in. Pop you in. Okay, so this is the camo netting I'm using. It's just some cheap stuff from Amazon. It's real thin, but it will work, and it's still gonna allow some airflow because it is still well in the 80s right now here in South Texas. We had a little bit of cool weather over the past couple days, but not enough to really shit. Okay. So do 4 feet, 4 foot. I'm not sure I want to do it 4 foot. Because 4 foot would mean I'd have to stand up every time I shoot. Which I guess isn't too bad.
He says, strap yourself in, won't you, lonesome cowboy? Get ready for the rodeo of your life. With the look in his eye, like my life was dependent on his words. Hold on, you get rich, yeah. Beyond imagination.
Okay. So All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to keep cutting pieces and start getting it put together. And then I'll check in with you here in a little while when I got most of the frame done. All right, guys, well, this is what I've got so far. I know it don't look like much and it's a little wobbly. I could fix that by throwing another one down here in the back. But I think this is gonna work. So this is actually the one I got for the top. So let's try to run it over the top to kind of see what it looks like. Like that, like that. Okay, so those are gonna be zip tied down there, like so. This is gonna be zip tied up here, like so. All right. I'm gonna go grab zip ties so I can start zip tying this up, and I'm gonna grab the other net. That way I can do the front side, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna start zip tying these bottoms first. Okay, and that's the top. You know what, I forgot to grab the net for the front when I went inside. Let me go grab that, I'll be right back. All right, so I have the other net. This is the longer one. This is to go around the front, all three sides. I'm gonna try to get it to undo here. I don't know how this thing's, there we go. Oh, come on. And of course the zip ties they supplied with these are super, super short. Okay. I'll pull it tight here. It's around here. I'm gonna go through like so here. Okay. Now I'm not worried about doing the bottom yet. Because of situations like that. Okay. I gotta go get some wire cutters so I can cut this here. I'm gonna have to do the bottom, so I'll be right back. This back over here. You out of the way. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's a good idea in your head. Sounds good on paper, but in practice, maybe not so great. I think if I swap this stuff out for camo netting, for camo burlap, I think it'll look much better. But if that's gonna be the case, I might as well make it permanent together and movable somehow. But how to make this thing not catch the wind really, really bad. And you find a way to quickly mount the burlap that's not zip ties. I don't know, I guess we'll brainstorm this. I'll probably get some camo burlap, and then try again with some camo burlap, because I mean, this is okay, but it's not quite as good as I would like it. I mean, it would work. I have no doubts that I could shoot ducks out of this. But I'm gonna get some camo burlap, 4-foot camo burlap instead. That way I can, yeah, that way I can make this better, because the way this is, too seeable, too capable of seeing through it, and it's just, this stuff's really cheap. So I think the burlap would hold together more. I just got to come up with a way to attach burlap to this really fast. I can carry this frame around, no problem, on in the back of the truck. It's small enough, it'll fit right in the bed of the truck, and without anything on it, it won't catch air. But I will need to find a way to take the burlap on and off really fast. What I could probably do is I could probably make the bottom half permanent on the bottom half, and then make the one I drape over the top be, you know, removable. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll see y'all when I come back with a better idea. A little disappointed. Thought it was going to look better than this. But I think it's just this camo netting itself isn't that great. Now, I could always do the camo burlap and then do the netting on top of it to give it kind of a 3D layer of camouflage. But I think it needs the burlap, camo burlap on it instead of this netting on its own. So I'll check back in with y'all when I figure this out. Now, I did indeed figure it out. I came up with a plan. I built it, tested it out, slapped it all together, tore it back down, loaded up the boat, and I headed out to my little island to test it out to shoot some ducks. Alright, I have made it to my island. My boat is right there. I'm going to set up my blind right there, and I'm setting up camp right there. So I'm going to unload the boat, get everything kind of staged over here, and start setting up camp, and I'll set up the blind and the decoys. Alright guys, so here I am on my little private island that I always work on, hunt from, and I've got my tent set up, and I got my blind set up. So, oh, and the decoys are already out. About to take off the waders, sit in the chair and relax. But got my spread out there like that. Got my PVC blind set up, and my old-fashioned one blocking my boat, camouflaging it, and everything set up and ready to go. Let's relax a little while and pop some ducks hopefully this afternoon, here in an hour. If anyone's wondering why all those coots are in such a close group, there was such a major knot for the weights. I didn't feel like undoing it, so they're gonna cluster together like that. Coot naturally cluster together like that in the wild anyways, so that's kind of that. But now, we wait. All right, guys, so this is what I came up with as far as the PVC blind goes. I got this camo netting off of Amazon. I got some camo tape on Amazon as well, and wrapped all the PVC pipe, and all the netting is held in with these clips and bungee cords to keep everything together. So yep, super lightweight. Packed everything in on the boat, which I got over here. I got the mud motor covered up. Whew. Yep. So that is the duck blind, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, well, now we wait. Yep. God damn it. First duck's coming in. And the shotgun didn't want to chamber the second shot, son of a. All right, guys. Well, the ducks are starting to fly. I've seen a couple flocks. That one flock that I just shot at was the only one that's come this direction so far, like directly over me. And I only called one duck off of that flock. I am starting to hear people back further south behind me taking some shots. Haven't heard anything from the north yet. Generally, they're gonna come from that direction. I'm facing that way, going north to south. Sometimes some fly along the bank over there, along the actual land over there on the island, but we'll just have to see so far. Now also, keep in mind, I'm a meat hunter, and I am not above shooting a duck that lands if I don't see it coming in. I wish I made this cover a little bit lower, but this net was actually the shortest that you can get, so I had to do it 4 foot up. So I have a little trouble seeing over. I can still see over the horizon and stuff, but I can't see my decoys unless I'm looking through a net, which I can see through the net. The problem is I can't make out detail like ducks flying in the distance looking through the net. So I'm looking through my little viewpoint over here where I can see all out that direction, and trying to get my neck up high to look over it at the horizon to see if anything's coming in. So we'll just see how it goes. It's currently 3:44, so I still have quite a bit of time in the afternoon hunt, and then I'm already going to be set up here so I can get out here first thing in the morning. I'm looking across the way. I think there's a couple duck blinds set up across the way there. Either that or just some tufts of grass that are in relatively duck blind size and shaped clumps over there. Well, it landed. I didn't see it coming in. It was flying low, but it's down. Let me go grab it. Oh, okay. So first one down. Red head in. They're fucking flying in still. So, still this on the boat. Reload. Good. Starting to fucking fly now. I don't know how long I've been doing it, but I've been talking to myself, and y'all probably haven't heard anything I've said, because I lost my lapel mic, and I have no idea when I lost it or where. So it's either somewhere here. Oh my god, I found it. Oh my. I hope that's still gonna work. Son of a. I guess I'm gonna rinse it off and Salt water. Fuck. Probably ruined.
He says, strap yourself in, won't you, lonesome cowboy?
Come on, man.
All the rodeo of your life with the look
Oh!
in his eye,
That is a smack!
was depending on his words.
Alright, well, we got us another redhead hen, which means we are bagged out for redheads. Which means I can't shoot anything that's flying anymore. For the rest of the night, I'm going to be letting them land so I can positively ID them. And if it's not a redhead, I'm going to shoot it on the water. If it is a redhead, I'll let it be until it allows more ducks to come in. Use it as a live decoy. The ducks are flying like crazy now, but tell you what, right over there is a huge concentration of redheads. They keep flying in and landing right over there. I'm gonna have to look on my phone here a little while when I get in the tent for the night and pin that spot. That way I can check it out and see. That'd be a good spot to take like a big group of people. There's actually a 4x4 trail that goes right down over there. So you can get... I think that's been great. That'd be a good spot to take a big group of people. Even with this, just my this blind here and then that, I could probably put 5 people set up. So that'd be a good way to get a bunch of people out here. I see those. Those are just grackles. You can tell because they do like little flutters. They do a little flutter, go up, stop, drop, stuff like that. Those 2 over there are the ducks. Getting right over here. They made me, so they're not coming into land, but if I wasn't standing, they might have came in and landed. Duck's definitely flying. Oh, I'm already better off. Last year, I only got shot 1 duck by this point. So the fact that I'm already bagged out, oh man, I think there was a huge accident over there. Yeah. You see the tide's already starting to come in. I don't know how, if y'all can see it or not. But there's a bunch of emergency lights over there. But funny enough, directly on the water over there, just slightly to the left, is where all the redheads are. And I can just barely see their outlines reflected against the water. There are people still lining up. No, the ducks are starting to fly a lot now. I just already limited out with those 2. So here in a few minutes, I'm kind of letting them get down to, ambient temperature. Then I'm going to go throw them inside of the ice chest. I've got 4 frozen milk jugs of water inside the ice chest, so they should stay nice and cold the whole time until I leave tomorrow, probably around 9 or 10. But the grackles nest out here on these islands too, but not as much as they used to. Back before the big freeze, when all those big giant mangroves were everywhere, there would be thousands of them around this time of day just flying through. Well, we'll see if we at least get a nice pretty sunset. Another big group of grackles over there. I don't know if you can see them. I'm also seeing some massive redheads. I kept trying to get it on footage, but there was a redhead that was swimming through the decoys earlier, and he had maybe 4 or 5 inches of back fin out of the water. He would have had to have been at least a good, 20, 30 incher. Big one. But every time I try to get a video of these redheads swimming through the decoys with their fins out of the water, I can never get my phone in time. So, you know, that sucks. Also tomorrow, I'll see if I can try to figure out a better angle for the camera so I can get some more action shots. Maybe I'll put the camera directly on the shotgun or something. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll put it on my hat. But yep, we're just waiting to see if anything else flies in before I pack it up and try to set up the raccoon trap and eat something for dinner. Alright, so I've got a dog-proof raccoon trap set up here. Got a little bit of bait spread around it, some bait inside. Got my stake in. You can see over there is where my blind and tint is. And here we go. There's no guarantee that there are any raccoons on this particular island, but I do know somebody who does shoot raccoons pretty commonly while he is duck hunting these small islands in this area. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get one. We'll see in the morning. But I'm gonna start packing everything up and getting ready for nighttime. Put the ducks inside the ice chest and get the blind tipped over so it won't blow off so easy. And just look at that. Beautiful sunset. Oh, I'll check in with y'all in the morning. Well, it's like 5:30 in the morning, and I was fastly asleep. But now I'm hearing all the other duck hunters start to roll on in here on the airboats and shit like that, so now I'm awake. So I guess I'll start getting up and flip my blind back up over on upright, and it never got all that windy last night, and eat something, whatnot, start getting ready. Legal shooting hours are at like, what is it? 6:40, I think. 6:45, give or take. So I'm gonna I don't know what that is. Get ready, go check the raccoon trap and all that, and I'll be checking with y'all in a little while. Alright guys, well, morning. Legal shooting hours have just started, so I've got the blind set up. As you can see, I am in water now. High tide. Yesterday the water was not a foot deep right here where my blind is. In fact, the water was all the way out about another foot or two. So yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna get the camera set up and get ready to call in some ducks when they start flying here in a little bit. Alright, I just heard shots like right behind me, so it's go time. The first flock just flew by. Okay, come on. I just had that one little flock just fly by right here. And then, damn it. Damn thing jammed again. It's always like the first shot of the day, this thing jams. And I lighten them up. That's something I've noticed also is people don't try to call ducks out here that much. Weird. I mean, I've called them in multiple times, at least I presume they have. I've seen them turn after I've started calling. Look at these guys. Right around by. Just want to take a second and just show this view that I have here. Water's like glass. I got a full moon reflecting on the water. Decor set out over glass water. And from where I'm at right here, I can hear the beach. Oh, no hits. There's another one. What kind of duck is that? I don't know what that was. Kind of big for a duck. Every flock that's flying over this morning is flying off at bad angles. Like they're coming directly that way or that way in my blind spot. I just had a pair of drakes fly over that way. And normally you don't hear them until, you know, they're already too late. The cool news, I got me a buddy over here. Island again this season. I'm going to mount the blind right over there in that little clear spot there, so it has a true north to south orientation. Because that would probably be better, because that's how I normally am. Normally I'm over there in that little cove in the boat, but I have the boat facing this way, so I am looking north and behind me is directly south. So generally what happens is, even if the ducks fly directly behind me, I'm already facing the direction they're going, so I do have a chance to pop them from behind. Got all the pelicans coming, flying through right here. Look at them go. So we got a boat coming through back here, so we might have a chance here in a second at some birds. Yeah, they're passing back there. Now I do know there's been a lot of redheads land right back there where they're about to go, so they might spook some up for us. Let's hope so. I just need 2 of them. That's all I want, just 2 more ducks. I'm gonna call it quits here probably about 10 o'clock. By then it's gonna be too hot. The ducks aren't gonna be flying anymore. They're gonna be bedded down wherever they're at. And I'm not gonna stay. Oh yeah, there's a big flock back there. Holy crap. Kind of coming this direction, but it's kind of over the mainland too. Did it turn because of that boat? I can't see where it went. Huh. We'll see. Okay, pops out over there. Two. That's all I want, just 2. Okay, I got a flock coming behind us. They turned. I can't tell if they turned towards us. Oh, there they are. Nah, they're hauling ass that way. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, start packing up. It's a little after 9. There's not really any birds flying anymore. And there's this dude that keeps flying an airplane right over this island over and over and over again. So I highly doubt there's gonna be any birds coming this direction anymore. I got the 2 yesterday, so you know that it's something, not a complete, you know, bust, but wish we could get a little bit more. It looks like my tent, everything's dried out a little bit, so I'm gonna start packing everything up and go check out some other spots over there, check out that blind and whatnot, see what that looks like, and then head home and then clean some ducks. So see y'all later on.